What's up, everybody? I'm your boy D Gifted 314. Thank you for tuning in to Smoking with the Birds. We gonna enjoy this victory, you guys. We gonna enjoy being 5-0. Y'all know what made it so much sweeter? The Cowboys lost. So I woke up this morning, couldn't wait to see Skip and Stephen A. Smith talk about the Cowboys, because I love when they lose. It just make our victory that much more sweeter. So without further ado, man, let's jump into this game, because it was a solid victory. Man. And honestly, from the start of the game, we could not be stopped, y'all. We couldn't be stopped, which raises the question, what is the biggest reason we won? And honestly, I think the biggest reason we won is because of both the offensive line and the defensive line. We are solid up front. We can do whatever we want to do. Being solid up front allows us to be able to win however we need to win, which is how we've done it throughout this whole season. We do what we have to do to win, and it starts up front. That is the main reason why we won. We dominated up front. We made sure Aaron Donald wasn't a factor, and our defensive line got pressure whenever we needed it. Especially in the crunch time. Hassan Reddick coming through with the sack. I've been waiting for this dude to come through and show up big. Ever since he got that cast off, this man has been tremendous. 2 sacks and two straight sacks back to back. You know what I'm saying? So it was a solid performance, man. And if you couldn't tell, I'm feeling good. And so, man, let's start with the offensive side of the ball, man. Let's start there, man. And like I said, from the start of the game, we could not be stopped, man. Dallas Goedert was really on a fucking mission. This dude was on a mission to the point where I said, okay, that's the Dallas Goedert that we seen in the Super Bowl. The dude makes the catches that's needed, and he's physical, and he always fights for the extra yards. And really, that set the tone for the whole game. That set the whole tone for the whole game. Dallas Goedert made sure that people was reminded they got to pay attention to this man. You got to pay attention to Dallas Goedert. And when he is involved in the game, man, it just opened up so much more room for Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. You know, we knew it was a point of emphasis to get Dallas Goedert the football. And we did that shit to the max, especially in the first drive of the game. He was the main reason we were led downfield and scored the touchdown. He actually had 8 receptions for 117 yards, which is season high for him. He is coming along, just like this offense, he is coming along strong, just like the whole entire team. So just like it has been all season, it's been any given Sunday for anybody. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Kenneth Gainwell, Dennis DeAndre Swift. Any given Sunday, it can be anybody. And I love the tone that Dallas Goedert set for the whole game. Dallas Goedert aggressiveness after the catch really did set the tone for the whole game, which leads me to my next point in my next point on this offensive side of the ball, which is A.J. Brown. We got to talk about A.J. Brown, because I don't think we really knew just how good A.J. Brown was. Every single game this dude has been in for the Eagles, he has been a factor. Of course, he ain't get the ball the first 2 games, but people still got to pay attention to him, and we see why. We see why this dude is called Swole Batman for a reason. Another game where this dude went completely off, and like I said, show why he's Swole Batman with 6 receptions and 127 yards. I think this is his 3rd straight game with 100+ yards. Ever since they had that conversation on the sideline, man, this dude has been going off, and going off so much that I think we seen Devontae Smith pouting a little bit about not getting the ball. But we all know he ain't going to make it too obvious like A.J. Brown, because that's just the type of person he is. Nothing against A.J. Brown, but Devontae Smith just, he try to keep it P. He don't show as much anger when it comes to not getting the ball. So this dude, A.J. Brown, like I said, follows suit right behind Dallas Goedert. Right behind Dallas Goedert with his aggressiveness. And really, his aggressiveness really is what helped us on that big fucking drive, before the half with 32 seconds left. Yes, he made the big catch, took us downfield, and was brought down by a face mask, which put us in great position, man. Great position. But it's his aggressiveness. They tried to play tight on my dude. Get up out my way. That's A.J. Brown pushing dude out the way and really creating space. That's just what he do. In 32 seconds he made that big catch, which leads me to my next point. Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, the guy who orchestrated all these drives. I love watching this dude play. And just throw the ball, getting it to different players every which way he is going. He knows where to go with the ball. Jalen Hurts, really put us in position. It was his fearlessness that led us down the field in 32 seconds to score. That really set the tone. That was probably the best drive I've seen all season. Not probably. It was the best drive I've seen. Like, I couldn't stop thinking about it. After a drive like that, I knew there was no way we could lose this game. We went down the field and scored in 32 seconds. I know I keep saying it, but listen, 32 seconds. I had about 3-4 different games playing at the same time when I seen we was getting the ball with 32 seconds left. I'm like, man, we probably just finna run the ball, run the clock out. I'm still paying attention to the top left of the screen watching the Eagles game. And I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers really finna try to go downfield. And they did something I doubted them to be able to do. 32 seconds go down, and then the way they finish with the fucking tush push, man. With the fucking tush push. Jalen Hurts had a fucking solid game. 25 for 38 for another 300-yard game that day. And he didn't just do it. Through the air. A lot of times on them third downs, he was converting with his legs. Dude has 72 yards rushing. We seen the dual threat quarterback Jalen Hurts is in this game. And it was a factor the whole game. When they covered well, my guy found the way to scramble for a first down, man. Jalen Hurts is a winner. Period. Jalen Hurts is a winner. We all know what they say, 22-1 in his last 23 starts or some shit like that. This dude is a winner, and it's something I've been saying since the beginning of the season. Since last season, really, I've been making videos for a little minute now. I've been saying this dude is a winner. He led us to 5-0, 19-3 over the past 3 seasons. Man, Jalen Hurts is just a different breed. I took a note where when I get nervous watching the Eagles game, I literally have to take a moment and remember, Jalen Hurts is the quarterback. Jalen Hurts is the quarterback. And when I think that and when I remember that, I get calm. I say, this man, he got it. And if he don't, just like I feel with Jake Elliott, I'm confident and they so good. And I know everybody not perfect, but my confidence is so high in them that, hey, if they don't do it, just wasn't our day. But when I remember Jalen Hurts is our quarterback, I am cool. It don't matter if it's 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 5. I don't give a fuck. We got Jalen Hurts. My confidence in us winning is always so high. For a long time since last season, I be so confident in us winning. I don't doubt it 1 minute that we're gonna win. I just always wonder how we gonna do it. But the thought of us losing don't ever cross my mind. So, like I said, Jalen Hurts showed his dual threat ability. And really, if we're gonna talk about if we're gonna talk about this offense, we got to talk about Brian Johnson. This was probably his best call game so far this season. The way we was able to move the ball up and down the field, we had long drives. We held the ball for 38 plus minutes. 38 plus minutes. We was driving down the field with 17 plays, 11 plays, 12 plays. Like, we was literally strategically going down the field. Now, we just have to get better in the red zone. But for the most part, Brian Johnson was calling his game, calling the game the best he ever had. And, you know, I gotta give props where props is due. Shit, we had about 453 yards, total yards. And like I said, held the ball for 38 minutes. So Brian Johnson is constantly getting better, just like the whole entire team, constantly getting better. And speaking of coordinators, if we're gonna talk about Brian Johnson, we have to talk about Sean Desai and this defense. So let's transition and talk about this defense. We talked about the offense and just how great they is and how dominant they is. And like I said, the key, the big question, what's the sole reason why we won this game? And it's because of the offensive line up front and the defensive line up front. But like I said, let's transition over to the defensive side of the ball, because the defensive side of the ball was definitely solid as fuck. Solid as fuck. Sean Desai, we got to give this man his credit. You know, he's been really better than Brian Johnson on the offensive side of the ball. I have been more pleased with Sean Desai, and again, in this game, I am pleased with Sean Desai. This dude came out, and I thought we was going to have a long night against, a long day against Cooper Kupp. The way he was eating us alive. Coming out in the second half, we shut them out. They didn't score shit. That's what I love to see. The necessary adjustments. And that's something that we as Eagles fans haven't been used to with Jonathan Gannon. We haven't been used to a guy being able to adjust and being able to see it be as effective as it was Sunday. Sean Desai did his motherfucking thing. And so I got to give him props. Now, to the guys that was playing on the field on defense, that defensive line got pressure when we needed it. Jalen Carter is that dude, man. Jalen Carter might fuck around and be the goddamn rookie all-pro. A rookie all-pro. This dude was actually in the same game as Aaron Donald and got more pressures and more sacks than Aaron Donald. And yes, he was being double teamed as well. So this man racked up 2 sacks. Dominant. And the way he did it was how he been doing it all season. Quick, fast, get the fuck out my way. I'm headed to the quarterback type of way. This dude is generational, and I really cannot believe we have this dude on our team. God damn. So, I'm happy as fuck, man, about this defense. The defensive line is obviously the strength of our defense, and the offensive line is obviously the strength of our offense. And so, like I said, what's the reason we won this game? We were dominant up front. Offensive line, defensive line. We could do whatever we wanted to do. Our offensive line allowed us to drive down the field, give Jalen Hurts all the time in the world to do whatever he wanted to do. He got sacked one time, and really it was a cover sack. Yeah, that was on Jalen Hurts. He got to throw the ball away. The offensive line protected so freaking good, man. So freaking good. And we just keep getting better. Defense constantly keep getting better. I love the adjustment that Sean Desai did, man, in the second half. The goddamn offense was off the field, you know, and the Eagles had the ball for damn near the whole time. So the limited time that we did get to see the defense, we saw that defensive line getting to Matthew Stafford. We saw Jalen Carter, and then we got to see my guy Hassan fucking Reddick with 2 sacks to seal the game. With 2 sacks to seal the game. Well, damn near sealed the game. We still have to play a little bit. But for the most part, sealed the fucking game. Hassan Reddick, I'm still getting this man jersey. Especially if we make it to the Super Bowl. I gotta get this man jersey. He is a fucking dog. Ever since that cast came out, he's a dog. So we got a fucking dog in the middle. A few dogs in the middle. Don't get it twisted. A few dogs. But I'm specifically talking about Jalen Carter. You got this man in the middle. Then you got Hassan Reddick. Oh my God, man. This is a blessing, man, and we have to enjoy it. Let's enjoy this victory. Let's enjoy this victory every fucking minute. Like I said, especially with the Cowboys losing, that just make this victory so much sweeter, man. So much. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna enjoy this definitely. And y'all know I got a victory blunt as well. So I'm definitely gonna enjoy this win. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy this win, and y'all let me know what y'all think is the sole reason we won this game. What y'all think? What y'all think? Because I told y'all what I think. Defensive line, offensive line is what allowed us to do whatever the fuck we needed to do. And so, with that said, man, let me know what you guys think, man. Until next time, deuces.